full movie. It has the Q&A for Square One documentary, Never Ever, The Real Story, and Square One. Those are just a few of them. If you guys have more, let me know. I will add it to this.
So if you are putting something out there to, like, defend Michael, or, show, his humanitarianism, sometimes there are people who are just lurking to try to attack you, and that way they can't be in your replies. They may be able to quote tweet you, but they can't be in your replies, or you can just, block them and they can't engage with you anymore. So just think about those things and stuff. Also, don't be cussing
Tori.
somebody out. Hmm?
Hello, hello. Good evening. This is not going to be our normal kind of live. It's more like an announcement for a whole bunch of amazing lives coming this way. But before we get into the announcements, 'cause I know y'all need to go to bed. What's up, Christian Battle? Thank you, Serena, for tweeting out this live. I appreciate that. What up, Kelly Cal? Um, hey, how you doing? Um, just a lot's been going on. Hey, what's up, Morgan? What's up? Um, and as Jen said, we don't want to say out loud what's going on, right? Because we know how smart all this stuff works. But a lot of you guys know what's going on. And if you don't, we'll wait till it actually happens to talk about it. But a storm is brewing. Um, actually, did any of you guys watch Taj's live at the end of last year? Let me know. Let me see. I'm gonna actually give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually put a poll up for you guys. Because if you saw his live, then you know exactly why I'm here. Because it's like, oh, and I honestly thought we had more time. I thought we had more time, but unfortunately, time has ran out. We're in a state of emergency again, which is so ridiculous. Let me just see if I could figure out how to get into this live so I could ask you guys the poll. Ridiculous. Oops. There we go. So the question is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Start a poll. Have you seen Taj Jackson's live at the end of 2024? If you haven't, when you get a chance, please go check that out. It has way more information because I really can't say quite yet. Good. All right. So you're aware. Yes. Right. So if you saw those lives, then you know what's going on. Now, I don't know if he knew or maybe he didn't know either, but a date wasn't released. So I don't know if you guys saw Tori and I's last live. We were talking about the biopic possibly getting reshoots, and we were supposed to do Square One, and then you guys started naming a whole bunch of stuff that you wanted to do lives on. And so, because there has been a date given, we're just going to do a whole march with Michael Jackson. Literally, we're going to be marching to get the truth out. Um, what's that quote from Michael Jackson? Sprints runs and lies, but the truth run in marathon. So we're doing a March marathon to get the truth out there. Uh, Jennifer Jackson and I will be pairing up. Of course, Tori will be around as well. We might even have celebratory stuff too, focusing on his humanitarian acts. But right now, we're about to be attacked as fans again. Um, and we need to know what information to share with friends, family, strangers who may believe any form of lies and smear campaigns that's going against Michael Jackson. Which I be honest, I have so many questions about it, but we'll get into that in a second. So let's see. So some of this inspiration came from the Moonwalking podcast. I'm not sure if you guys are following the Moonwalkers station head. I am Jen Jackson. Actually does podcasts. She does them almost every week now. And what's going to happen? Oh, so they actually discussed some of the things. That's the intro of this video. Unfortunately, that whole podcast did not get saved. I didn't have much either. I pretty much just shared with you what I had, but it was discussions about videos to watch, things you can read, how to deal with trolls, how to protect your peace on Twitter. We're definitely going to have more conversations about that. Um, oh, there we go. Thank you, Morgan. Lies run in sprints, but the truth runs in, yes, in marathons. And as moonwalkers, we are running a marathon for Michael. He's not here to defend himself. And it's so awesome that there were fans that took the time and said, hey, this is not making any sense. Let me show you what I found about Michael Jackson, the inconsistencies. And you know it's weird, not weird, but you know something's off when non-fans who believe Michael did this is now standing up for Michael Jackson. Like that's how you know something is going left. When you got non-fans standing up for Michael Jackson, that's something that we have to continue to be questioning. Yes, knew there was going to be some mess with the biopic coming out because the biopic is going to tell Michael's truth. Everybody knows that biopic. And you know what? It's a possibility. This is one of the reasons why the biopic got pushed. We will allegedly the alleged reshoots is based on something that cannot be addressed in the biopic because of something that was signed years ago. Um, it sucks. This whole situation sucks, to be honest, for a lack of a better word. Michael's a sweet soul, and unfortunately, and Tori spoke about this. She was saying like one of the issues with Michael's legacy is that Michael doesn't play the game. There's a game. If you are an actor and an actress and you make it big, there's a game. And sometimes when you don't play the game that they want you to play, then they do these weird things, like really weird and really messed up. Good evening, Profess. How you doing, love? So, I am not an expert on defending Michael's innocence, right? And that's why when I do these watch parties with you, whether it's on my channel or Jennifer's channel, we're going to be learning things together. Am I aware of certain things? Yeah. Yeah, of course. I've watched Square One. There's other things that I've looked into, but I really want to really start digging deep because it's just like this whole story is like the most ridiculous story of all times. And I'm just like, what? It doesn't even make any sense. But oh, sorry. Going back to our station head, let me just blow this up so you guys can see a little better. Make sure you are following I Am Jen Jackson straight until morning. Those two DJs are part of the Michael Jackson syndicated station head. And then Jam Fam and Invincible Jacksons does the syndicated Janet Jackson station head. And we clearly all unite together. At the end of the day, they both play the Jacksons catalog. We're both here to preserve the entire family's legacy. Michael Jackson's legacy is a little bit more challenging because wow, like I couldn't even tell you why. It's just weird. I've said it before. This is the weirdest story I've ever heard. So this is Jennifer's breakdown. um, well, we're all covering setting the record straight series. How evidence supports Michael Jackson's innocence. We're not here to share our opinions. We're just here to share evidence. At this point, evidence is our best friend because what what caused the first L L Elton movie to be questioned was there was no evidence. There was nothing. It was just words, fake stories, and then moonwalkers debunking it. Like, this is not adding up. That trace station wasn't there when you said the ring was made after this. Like, it was a lot of things that made that crumble. And so the fact that there's a part two is unbelievably stupid to me. It's like, what? But here we are, 2025, the years of wildfires in California burning for 3 weeks, flights falling out the air for no reason, Detroit flooding and freezing. Like, we're just in a weird, warpy time anyway. So why not have another fake allegation against Michael? Why not? Like, it's just that year, you know? So getting a closer look of Jennifer's breakdown, and it's all her channels also in my description bar. Please make sure you follow her. She clearly loves Michael. She does station head almost every day of her life, 12 hours a day, playing Michael's music every day for legacy purposes. So that's some serious commitment. So beside her station head, this is her YouTube. Um, and this is her breakdown. She'll be doing Leaving Neverland Take Two on Friday at the 28th of February. And the next day, Leaving Neverland, the aftermath on March 1st. I think that's part of it. But Kelly, this is so deep that I don't know if you guys are Marvel heads, but I am. There's a character. Oh my God, I can't believe I forget his name. But it was in that Brave New World movie that just came out. And the guy's a genius. He just uses probability to foresee the future. I need this guy on our team because this is the craziest story of all flipping time. Of all, and listen, I don't want to take you down the rabbit hole. I'm not even going to say this because I'm on YouTube and I can't say certain things. But listen, we need to get discourse so we can have a different kind of conversation. Because listen, if you thank you, the leader, thank you. I'm so glad you're in here. We need the leader to tell us what the heck is this really about. Because at this point, I'm annoyed. But that's definitely part of it. But there's something deeper, and I need to figure out what that is. The Jacksons don't play the game. Yes, as a fan, it could be annoying, but understand why they don't play the game when the media has treated them the way they have. Well, the problem with that game though is, and this is what I'm afraid to say out loud, it's a really dark game. It's dark. It's dark. It's so dark. And the more I learn about just the industry, read between the lines, the more I could see why the Jacksons kind of stay to themselves. There's a couple other celebrities you won't catch them in them parties after midnight. Just read between the line what I'm saying. You will not see certain people in certain circles for reasons that now I understand why some people are like, you know what? I'll be with my family. It's cuckoo. Um, Jennifer will also be doing parties, watch parties for Lies of Leaving Neverland on March 2nd, Neverland Firsthand March 6th, and the document of Neverland on March 15th. Right? So that's all on her channel. She's going to be doing an experiment with something. So I would suggest you follow her because if it works, the watch parties might get a little bit smoother. So we'll see. Hey, what's up? What's up? Right, thank you. Because I said we can't say certain things. Alleged, just that's what I'm saying. Allegedly, allegedly. Like, but we know what's up. Which that's what makes me wonder again, because I can't say certain things, but let's give a hint. A minor. Like if in that realm, it's just I need a discourse. We just need to talk a little bit more openly. I can't say what I need to say, but just read between the lines. Okay. Right. I have it. I just don't use it. And Tori has one, but Tori's not here right now. So I'm like, ah. But we need to use it so we can talk more openly, and then we all could just talk and just jump on and talk. Um, so all of her watch parties will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You might see me on some, you may not, but if for any reason you can't make it, please, in general, please just look into this stuff yourself. Don't take our words for it. A lot of us are not as educated as a Taj Jackson or Danny Wu. It's our job to also do our own research and learn things in our own time. On my channel, as promised, our first watch party will be March 4th. We will be finally doing the square one. Thank you. No problem. No problem. It's a dangerous game. Like I'm not gonna say because I don't want to embarrass the person who spoke to me, but I have a young adult in my life that expressed that they want to be doing movies for a living, and I said such and such. Are you aware of what it kind of takes to do that? And I said, why don't you try to be an independent person and do your own stuff and of course I get it. This person's much younger than me and they don't know. I didn't know this kind of stuff until recently. So I'm like, I didn't even know. It's, like, Lord, Cheyenne, stop playing. Stop playing. I appreciate it. Like, y'all really had my back last month and I appreciate it because if you knew what I had to do today, like, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, I really appreciate it. But it's one of those things like I wouldn't say don't go into the industry, but I would encourage to be independent artists or try to be part of a network where they don't exploit you, harm you. Um, it's a lot. Like even for the little time we were in it was enough for me to go, we're good. We're good. And I don't even have like horror stories. I have horror-ish stories, and I'm like, peace out. It's not for me. It's just not like we're good. I'll just work in customer service. Stay blessed. We're going so for my proving Michael's innocence with evidence, I'll be doing the Loving Neverland and it's 5+ hours. So we're just going to just do parts 1 and 2, March 11th, part 3 on the 18th. Okay, and then one of the slides, I don't know if it's missing. I probably mixed it up. There we go. Part 4 will be the 25th. Now, let's say you're like, Trisha, love what you and Jen did, but we need to like continue digging deep. We'll push it over to more stuff in April. The whole point of this is to be as educated and feeling as confident why we're marching with Michael Jackson, right? Do I understand people's concerns? Absolutely. Do we have people in our lives that are looking at us like we're freaking nuts? Absolutely. And it doesn't come easy when things like this happen. But from being a fan for a very, very long time, all I can say is if we as moonwalkers continue to keep getting the truth out there, don't let people waver how we feel. I stress this to the highest of all high. Do not be the type of fan that like doesn't educate yourself and love blindly, right? Just make sure when you speak with facts. We don't argue. If someone believes whatever they want to believe, let them believe that. Like, don't argue. I don't like to argue with stupidity. And I'm not saying they're stupid, it's ignorance. Because if you can't question this scenario, then that's problem number one. And this is what I calculated today. Did you know? Did you know the Michael Jackson witch hunt allegations have been going on for 31 years? Started in 1993. Michael has been deceased for approximately 16 of those 31 years, which means for almost half the time of the allegations, he's been deceased already. So the question is, what is this really about? It doesn't make any logical sense at all. At all. And there are people today in 2025 with evidence, with proof. No one's canceling their music. No one's questioning them. People are trying to set them free. And they got freaking proof, my dudes. Proof. This is a man that has been acquitted, followed by the FBI for over a decade. A decade, my dudes. And they found nothing. If there was proof that Michael Jackson did these things, especially from an FBI perspective, y'all, they would have been like doing the crip walk, like so Miss Williams at the Super Bowl, like, yeah, we finally got him. Because he's a very powerful man. Michael Jackson might be the most famous human being on the planet. Period. And I get it. I'd be jealous too. I'd be like, who is this little man changing the world, doing things like helping people? How dare he? He used Neverland, and we definitely do need to maybe in March we need to get educated with evidence, and maybe April we need to show the humanity. And there's actually a whole channel on that. Maybe read that book, Humanitarian. But for now, because a storm is coming and coming soon, I feel like without my opinion, Tori's opinion, Jennifer's opinion, and AJ's opinion, just have the facts. No one's opinion matters, just facts matter. Because I'm like, this is weird. I'm sorry. And I want you guys to keep questioning, what is this really about? 31 years of allegations, almost half of it he wasn't physically here at all. Make this make sense. And I didn't see this coming. There were rumors that there was going to be a part 2, rumors. But then Taj confirmed it in December. And I'm like, what now? What? More fake jewelry? More fake stories? Like, what is this about now? And so it is what it is. It is what it is. And I don't know what's going on. Most of us don't know what's going on. But we're Michael Jackson Moonwalker warriors. I hope by the time the biopic is released that all this is behind. Like, it's just a weird situation. It pisses me off. Make it make sense. And I've always been the kind of person to be open to learning new information. I'm one of those people, like, in all aspects of my life, to always question things, making sure that I'm always educating myself. But yes, I don't either. I really don't. There's a whistleblower. I'm not sure if I can say that name either, but there's a whistleblower that pretty much was questioning, why have they put so much money into smearing Michael's name? It costs a lot of money to smear to this level. Like, even the first part, you could tell They was like, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Everyone's gonna turn against them, and they were like, no, the Michael Jackson fans. There's some fans that really know Michael Jackson, and they were like, no, no, that's wrong. You're a liar. That's not there. Da 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 da. So I hope those fans are still around because we're gonna need you for round two. Wow. Okay. My grandmother has this quote, and it was like that karma that will come to those. Yes. You know, when I was younger, I got robbed, but I told my parents one version, and to this day, I never told them the truth, right? Because my version made me look like the victim. And the truth was, because I was being gullible, that's why I got robbed. It wasn't like somebody put a gun to my head, it was just me being gullible. And I was too embarrassed to tell my parents, hey, this is how I really got robbed. And and sometimes it's just easier to stick to the lie than to tell the truth. So I feel like, well, maybe because all, the director and the two accusers are just caught in this situation like, oh, even though the moonwalkers debunk it, we just got to stick to the lie. I get it. Like, there's nothing worse than being in a situation where the lie sounds better than the truth, right? Y'all got caught lying about Michael Jackson, and for some weird reason, you want to stick to the story. Like, I get it. Like, my parents are both in heaven. They passed away. They'll never know. Well, they might know now. They'll never know I was the reason why I got robbed. I fell for a stupid con in New York. At the time was popular. And I felt too stupid to say how it really happened. And I'm like, maybe I, I don't know. Maybe you guys feel stupid for getting caught. And you were like, oh my God, we're just going to stick to the lie to save face. Because it's just like, because you thought it was going to be some weird payout. Like, yeah, we're going to say this lie. We're going to get rich. Yeah, right. Whatever. So these are some of the hashtags that will be going on in March. I wish Jennifer was here because they started the Michael Jackson innocent hashtag inside that station head. And again, I'm sorry it's not available to hear. Just didn't record. Even that's weird to me. Like, out of all the podcasts, this is the one that y'all don't save. Yeah, it's so convenient for us. And then this one I started, March with Michael Jackson. It's a play on the month of March, and of course that's marching. um, and just get the word out. If you have any fellow moonwalkers that, like I said, not everybody knows what's going on yet. But once the cat's out of the bag, just direct them to our channels. We'll also probably have stuff on our socials, like TikTok and stuff, just letting people know, because just as loud as the lie is, we need to be louder with the truth. Because I'm just like, this, none of this adds up. So I'm sorry that we have to have stuff like this going on. I was hoping 2025 was, what outfit am I wearing for the biopic? Hashtag biopic outfits. Thought we would, we'd be focusing on what awesome things that will be going for Hill Los Angeles this year, what's going on in, online. Like, these were our thoughts for 2025. And it has been filled with a lot of insanity. So there's that. But we're strong and we know how to fight for Michael's legacy. Just the truth. Try to keep your opinions out, even though some of my opinions aren't entwined with this. But I mean, like, when things go down for real. Yeah. So on a stupider note, because it just gets crazy if it's, when it comes to Michael, did you guys hear about this? Let me see. Have you guys heard about this insanity? I was going to do a separate post on this, but I'm like, you know what? That's what Trolling Stones wants us to do. So I'm not going to do it this time. I got better things to do in my life. I'd rather watch the Hulk on my other channel to deal with Rolling Stone stupidity. But this was a list that came out 50 terrible songs that came from a great album. Surprisingly, Michael Jackson's here. Surprisingly, Michael Jackson's here. Does anybody know what song is considered the worst song that Michael Jackson did on a great album? This is like this dumbest thing. And I'm like, y'all probably did that just so you could have the fans get pissed off again. And then, I mean, it did kind of work. I saw this on TikTok. Let me pull this stupidity up. I'm just like, what? Let me see. Did y'all see this insanity? Michael made another stupid list. Honestly, this is not funny. I find this to be so stupid. But let me see. I didn't even go through the list. I was just like, I got things to do. Bob Dylan made the list. Okay. Pavement. I'm not I don't know who that is, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna know who a lot of these people are. But ah, you gotta love it. Guns N' Roses? Really? David Bowie. So I guess they were just here to mess with everybody. U2, The Doors, yeah, Genesis. A lot of 80s groups, that's for sure. Neil Young, Harry Styles. Their Harry Styles got touched. Their precious king of pop got touched. The Beatles, interesting. I was surprised. I wonder if the Swifties came into, like, if there's any videos from the Swifties about this. Let's see. The Velvet Underground, The Clash, Kanye West, Drunken Hot Girls. Okay. Bob Dylan, yes. Genesis, Neil Young, Pink Floyd, Bob Dylan again. Madonna, I'm weak. The Who, Britney Spears. You know what's crazy? I don't know any of these songs, so maybe. But when you see where Michael Jackson came in and what song it was, I said, you tried it. The Lady of My Life. In My Life, are you dumb? That song is fire. Did y'all see this stupidity? Come on. Right. It's a long live, but I would definitely highly suggest if I can find the link to Taj's thing, I will. I feel like watch Taj's thing as soon as possible, right? And then we'll kick it off with Jen February 28th. You know, just like if you have like a day where you need to clean up, stroll, take a long walk, go to the gym. It's not a short live; it's a long one. That's that day. Or if you have a job like mine, just put like an AirPod in. That's how I do a lot of things. I just throw an AirPod in at work, and I'd be like, just not in my head. What? What? Thank you. I mean, if they were going to choose a song from Thriller, it should have been The Girl Is Mine, even though that song is more tolerable than. Yes! Lady of My Life is a classic. Chris Brown did his own rendition of it. That is a bob. Are y'all dumb? Do we have to pull up the Thriller list? Do we have to pull up the Thriller list? I believe that's definitely one of the most prettiest songs on them, and they said it's the worst. The more Rolling Stone staff put out lists, the more I realize that maybe they need to use AI to help them out. Maybe they need AI in their life because y'all are just crazy. Like I don't get it. Or Or you could, hire the guy from Marvel, the leader. Probability. Because you guys don't sound like you know what you're talking about half the time. I was like, that's one of the better songs on there. But okay, I'm curious. They got the Beatles again. Dang. Bruce Springsteen. Dag, Taylor Swift again. The Smiths. Dag, poor Beatles. They got y'all here 3 times. Bob Dylan again. Bruce, I can't. The Eagles. Fly like an eagle. Neil Young. Dag, I actually feel more sorry for the people who made the list more than once. The Stooges. The Beatles. Dag. The Who. The Beach Boys. I used to rock some Beach Boys. One of my babysitters used to have me watch a lot of things. Wow, this is cray cray. Elton John, Jamaican jerk off. What? Jamaica jerk off. Okay, we'll leave that there. Guns N' Roses again. Pink Floyd and the Police. All right. Should we pull up the tracks on? Oh, Morgan did it. Thanks. The Lady in My Life is the top 3 from Michael Jackson. Thriller for me, Human Nature, and PYT. That's a good question. What are y'all top 3 from Thriller? You know what? Let's pull up that Thriller track list because it's only 9 tracks, but I'm drawing a blank. Thriller track list. Let's see. This is so dumb. It's like, do y'all just get bored and say, you know what? Let's just throw Michael Jackson anywhere, even if it makes no sense. That song is a hit. What are y'all talking about? Like, if y'all were going to pick the worst song from Michael Jackson, it's not from Thriller. I mean, I know the whole thing was, we'll go back to the title. So you got Wanna Be Starting Something, Thriller, Human Nature, Baby B9, Beat It, PYT, The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, and Lady of My Life. I'm not even going to ask you guys to pick the worst. The whole freaking album is brilliant, so we're not going to do that. Pick your top 3. Pick it. Now that I see the track list, go play in traffic, whoever wrote that article. Are you kidding me? Nothing but freaking hits. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. If I had to be real with y'all, I'm going to take you back to 1982, 83. I'm a kid. Thriller was a hit, but not a hit. Let me explain myself. So Thriller, the music video was a hit, but I don't remember too many people dancing to Thriller until after Michael died. Don't come for me. I'm just going by my little kid mind. Maybe Professor can help me out. I don't remember Thriller being like, yo, throw Thriller on. What was a hit? And I guess you would have to be a Michael Jackson fan. So in our household, the hit was Baby Be Mine, PYT, and I think Lady in My Life. I remember my aunt used to play that song a lot and Want to Be Starting Something. Those were like the top 4 in our family. But it wasn't Thriller. And Beat It was the same thing. Like the Beat It music video or short film was huge, huge. But I don't remember any of my siblings going, put on Beat It. But those turned out to be some of Michael Jackson's biggest legacy hits, Thriller and Beat It. But whatever. I can't pick a song or make a list. Right? Especially on the Thriller. It's like a classic. It's a flawless album. What are we talking about, Rolling Stones? Lord, I do. I do. Like when I was little, that was my song. I love you more than me. That was my song. and I'll love you endlessly. Giga is literally tapping my thigh. What's wrong, baby? We do almost every live now. She does this weird thing where she wants to come up. Come up, come, say hi to everybody. Say hi. We go through this every live now. Say hi. No, look at yourself messing up my live, even though you're so cute. Yeah. Can mommy finish? We're almost done. It's a short live today, okay? Yes, I kissed my dog in the mouth. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. Some of my friends are like, that's so gross. It is. I was just like, now there are songs I don't care for on other Michael Jackson albums, but it was not on Thriller. Thank you. That's my baby. That is my baby. Because of Giga, now I want human babies. Even though human babies are so much harder than furry babies. Yes. And I'm telling you, I think they thought we were going to go like, oh my God. I'm like, we did, but like a week and a half later, it was like, we don't care. Go play traffic. I care with them. I feel like Rolling Stones is just like to add, yes, yes. I was like, not this year, baby. We're dealing with real stuff. Um, there's a lot going on this year. And don't get down. It's gonna be a challenging year. Hopefully it'll get better. Um, so this is not our usual type of live, but we are gonna actually wrap this up early because we got a long week. Let's just go through the breakdown one more time because it starts with Jenny Jen. Um, yeah, February 28th. And I'm going to try my best to make it to as many as I can, whether I'm in the audience with y'all or just on the panel with Jen. But I need to educate myself just as much as everybody else. Who knew 15 and a half years after someone's passing that we still have to have stupid conversations about this stuff, but here we are. Right? I don't know. I guess they were bored. And like Serena said, they knew they were doing it. It was probably just to get attention. So, so those are your top three. Want to be starting something? Billie Jean Girl is mine. Yes, that album is the whole album is. Do y'all know the backstory of Michael? Like they said he was basically like fighting Quincy for what he wanted to make that final nine. I'm like, you come on, look at the playlist. What are we talking about, y'all? Let me blow this up. Want to be starting something? Thriller, Human Nature. Oh, da 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 da. Or MJ Fangirl would say the YY song. She was little. Baby Be Mine, Beat It, PYT. Yeah, this is nothing but hits. Nothing but hits. I have no words for these idiots. No words. Trolling Stones. Keep on trolling. Keep on trolling. You looking real silly up in these streets. But I think that's it for now. Um, I will definitely be back on this channel on the 4th. I can't believe this year is going so fast. Like I'm on a weight loss journey this year. I think I lost 4 pounds in the whole entire 8 weeks of this year. And I'm like, girl, you better get it together. Before you know it, you won't be able to hide in these big old sweaters. And actually, it's hot. It's really hot in New York today. I went to go see Captain America today. That's why I came in so late. And I was like, God, it's hot. I was in a hoodie, like, dang. So I would like to take off my makeup and go to sleep. But thank you guys so much for being part of this amazing campaign to getting the word out about Michael Jackson's innocence. We are marching with Michael not only in March, April, May, June, July, August, lifetime with evidence. And that's it. Like, and keep questioning, what the heck is this really about? This is silly. This is officially silly. But to the people involved in this smear campaign, it's okay to admit you lied and let this go. It's okay. Just saying. But with that being said, I will see you guys probably on Jennifer's channel, February 28th, whether it be in the chat or on the camera. But until our next live, check out Taj Jackson's, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. And thanks again for the super chat, Cheyenne. Woo, 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 woo. I appreciate it. Bye. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this channel to get more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share, and I will see you guys real soon.